Penguin Random House Audio presents We Need Your Art. Stop messing around and make something. This is the author, Amie McNee. To James, my beloved, my creative collaborator. This book is as much yours as it is mine. Thanks for letting me have all the glory. Introduction. We need your art. I envision you glancing at this book, reading the title, and squinting at it with deep suspicion. My art? Who needs my art? We do. The world does. The world needs my art, you ask incredulously. Your art. We, the people, need your art. But why? So glad you asked. I wrote a whole book about it. Let's begin. Most of us have had, at some time, an inkling that there is something more, that we have something to give, to make, to create. Perhaps you have a glimmer of an idea for a novel, or a bizarre pull towards watercolor paints. Maybe every time you watch a good movie, you feel overcome with a grief that you weren't a part of its creation. You are made to create. But it's so hard to detach and rewrite the stories we have been sold about what we are meant to be doing with our lives. Many of the systems we're forced to participate in smother our creative fire. Some don't even let us light the match. We're told that in order to be responsible, we need to focus on the serious stuff, the adult stuff, not that art stuff, not that making stuff. Many of us wouldn't dare lay claim to the title artist. That word is for a special group of people. Not you, not me, right? Screw these stories. Just to clarify, I have a proclivity for swearing, and my favourite curse word is fuck. In the first draft of this book, the word appeared 130 times. However, to account for different tastes in profanity, we have opted to use the word screw instead within the text. But please know that every time you hear the word screw, I mean fuck. You have been seduced into believing you are inconsequential. It is a lie. We need you. We need your art. I believe you are on this planet to make art. I believe we all are. Making art is the ultimate human act. The impulse to create is instinctual, untaught, innate to us as a species. I could talk, and I do, to literally anyone and discover that somehow, somewhere, even under the most debilitating circumstances, they are currently creating something or have an idea about something they want to make. Denying art is denying your nature. The act of creation makes a better version of you. It gives you purpose, agency, and challenge. It demands that you explore the caverns of who you are and discover what lives within, the beautiful and the messy. You are on this planet to make art, not just for yourself, but for the world, because it needs your art. Humans rely on the arts to inspire, to take refuge, to challenge, to awaken. Communities flourish when artists live within them. Once more, you are on this planet to make art. Spreading that simple idea has been my mission for the past decade. For a long time, I wanted to tell stories, but I held the shameful belief that making art was frivolous, irresponsible, and embarrassing, that I should probably keep my hopes to myself. Still, I wrote, and as I told my stories, something changed within me. Writing connected me to joy, to ambition, to rebellion and delight. These silly little stories were giving me purpose. It took a few more years of deconstructing my creative shame to realize this feeling of purpose is precisely the magic of art. Creating gives us agency, it gives us control, it gives us delight. The bizarre external forces of the world no longer batter us, or at least don't batter us quite as much. When we create, we become the author, the maker, the god of our own little artist realm. I'm not alone in the realization that art is deeply important for individuals and crucial for communities and society as a whole. Study after study, from pioneering researchers like Daisy Fancourt and Maria Rosario Jackson, show the overwhelmingly positive impact of the arts. Creating art consistently not only increases happiness, but also reduces negative affect and makes us feel more satisfied. I'll get into the research later. For now, it's enough to say we live better when we make art. Not only that, we make other people's lives significantly better when we make and share our art. Art heals our bodies, improves our mental health, and creates thriving and connected communities. And yet we are still sold the story that creativity is frivolous, reserved only for children and the retired. Art is for everyone. I'm not just talking to those of you who want to make art professionally. All art is inherently good. It is inherently responsible. Art creates community. It gives us meaning. It heals us. It is the furthest thing from frivolous that it is possible to be. Which is why we need your art. We need it because it not only helps you, but everyone around you. You have been told that the things you want to create don't matter. We will destroy that lie. If you follow me to the end of this journey, my hope is that you will never doubt your creative calling again. I am here to take you seriously, so you can take yourself seriously. We are storytellers by nature, which means we get to rewrite these stories about what we are meant to be doing with our lives, and we get to put creativity at the center of them. That doesn't mean it will be easy. We will have to excavate our souls to do so. But the work is exciting, and the reward is worth it. Joyful, abundant creation. Excavate our souls, one reader screams. But I just wanted to make some art. Same. Unfortunately, the making of things means the making of you, which is both very annoying and very beautiful. But let me reassure you about a few things. You do not need to have been good at art in school to listen to this book. You do not need to have taken courses. You don't even need to be a practicing artist. But if you are, if you have been in the arts for decades and thrived, you will also benefit from this book. Because this isn't a book about craft. I'm not about to tell you how to use parentheses to create tension in your novel, or how to perfect the scumbling technique with your oil paints. That's a journey for you to traverse through practice, play, and mentorship. I'm about to tell you how to get out of your own way and recognize that you have art to make. You could research the scumble and parentheses for decades and never create a thing if you do not also learn to get out of your own way. And we all, wherever we are in the journey, need support as we do that. This book will start by making a case for creativity. My promise is this. After reading Act 1 of this book, you will know that art, your art, is important, powerful, valuable. The second act is an anointing, a coronation, a realization. Together, we will realize, or realize again, this process is one of constant re-realizing, that you are an artist, and that your future is going to be full of art. We are going to take the word artist off the pedestal and recognize that creativity is yours, now, and is available to you with ease, with joy. Then, through a 2-week reset, we are going to create sustainable, unique to you creative practices that are resilient in the face of creative blocks. The reset is here to connect or deepen your connection with whatever art is calling your name. In the third act, we will navigate creative blocks, or what author Stephen Pressfield calls resistance. All artists struggle in the process of making art. It is the creative inevitability. In this act, you'll find support as we move through the feelings of shame, avoidance, fraudulence, jealousy, and exhaustion. Then finally, in Act 4, the largest section of this book, we will explore creative abundance. I want to show artists how abundant and magic their practice can be. Artists should thrive in the process of making art. We will look at how you get good, finish projects, and, if it interests you, chase mastery. We will examine how we develop voice, navigate success, liberate ourselves, celebrate ourselves. You are an artist, and you have so much to give. So this book, in its essence, is a devotion to you, your ideas, your creativity, your expression. It's here to convince you that you are here to make art, and we absolutely need.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?